Hi guys! In this video you'll see how the actors of the movies American Ninja 1985, American Ninja 2 1987 and American Ninja 3 1989 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Hickok is related to Patricia, for which has she a special meaning. He is demanding, doesn't tolerate troublemakers, and becomes furious if he suffers casualties among people. He doesn't like it when his instructions are not carried out well enough. Black Star Ninja is the leader of the Ruthless Ninja, whom he trains himself and who will carry out his every command. A human life is worthless to him, but he values professionalism and considers himself the best in the art of ninja, played by Tadashi Yamashita. Charlie is originally from California and is one of Hickok's subordinates. He is sociable, quite executive, respectful of local rules and demands the same from others. He can be a bit cocky at times, especially when it comes to games. He was played by Phil Brock. Younger Colombian Roy Winson is involved in criminal activities and was one of Ortega's buyers. He's not inclined to ask unnecessary questions if it doesn't concern his product. In most cases, he tries to be unemotional and is not used to overspend. Jackson serves in the US Army as a corporal. He is characterized by a display of professionalism, is deeply devoted to his colleagues, and is well versed in martial arts, some of which he owns. Played by Steve James, who died of pancreatic cancer in 1993. MP works in the military industry, the same place Jackson served. He supervises army offenders in holding cells. He's observant, attentive to his duties, and doesn't leave his post. He can fight, but loses significantly to ninjas. He was played by Richard Norton. Joe Michael Dudikoff is a colleague of Jackson. He is not particularly sociable, but shows the utmost care, dexterity, and is not afraid to face danger. Knows how to make quick decisions, always trusts his instincts, and knows how to survive in the jungle. Charlie Larry Poindexter serves in the US troops as a sergeant and is one of Wild Bill's subordinates. He is accustomed to a measured island life, is distinguished by activity and resilient nature. Sometimes it can be self-willed and carefully treats its form. The Lion, Gary Conway, is a notorious criminal who sells drugs in large quantities and is also on good terms with the governor. It's characterized by excessive ambitiousness and cruelty in order to obtain a positive result from his experiments with ninja. Wild Bill provides security for the embassy on St. Simons. He knows how to clearly define his position, doesn't like it when they climb into his affairs and can even resort to threats. Actively cooperated with John Jackson. He was played by Jeff Weston. Tojo Ken is one of the Lion's main henchmen and is a skilled warrior of darkness. He is not accustomed to act hastily and usually shifts the bulk of the work to his people. Tojo exudes confidence and can also be adamant. Taylor Jonathan Pienaar serves in the Marines with Charlie. He is capable of deception and plays a double game, collaborating with Lion's men, to whom he sells out his colleagues. He sometimes acts aloof, tries not to get too close to anyone. Sinclair Jamie Bartlett is in the public service of the island of St. Simons, where he served as an inspector. He's in a secret collusion with the Lion, to which he reports the necessary information about the Marines and assists him in every possible way. Bert Ballard Gavin Vandenberg works with St. Simons and is well acquainted with Charlie. Was not particularly happy about the presence of Joe and Jackson and didn't hide this fact. Like many of his entourage, he doesn't like to strain and loves entertainment. Alicia Sanborn is related to the scientist who was captured by Lion. She is not used to leaving loved ones in trouble and is trying with all her mind to help and achieve justice. She is observant and knows how to wait. The role is performed by Michelle Bowles. Chan Lee, Michelle Chan, works for the criminal Cobra, and it was her idea to organize a tournament to determine the perfect fighter for an underground experiment. She has a trusting relationship with the boss and can be shrewd. Chan is skilled in the art of ninja. The Cobra is a fearless, amoral terrorist who will not shy away from any means to achieve world control. He has a restless nature and is too sure of himself, and even infected Sean Davidson to establish world hegemony. The role is performed by Marjo Gortner. Sean Davidson, David Bradley. The American ninja was able to use Izuma to become a shadow warrior, fill himself with spiritual power, and redirect his grief at losing his father into a new opportunity. He's a single-minded and tries his best to stop Cobra. Minister's secretary promptly executes orders from superiors and is able to quickly verify necessary information at the request of citizens. Appreciates her time, doesn't like bickering, and can be categorical in some matters. She was played by Adrienne Pierce. Police Captain Alan Swerdlow works on the island of Saint Monique, where Jackson turned for help. He's not very proactive, especially when it comes to helping foreigners, and also doesn't like being treated without due respect, although he himself may not show it. Sean's father is very passionate about karate, which he does professionally, and tries to instill these in his son's skills. He's attentive to his preparation and always carefully works out the muscles, willing to risk his life to save Sean. Patricia is the only and somewhat pampered daughter of Hickok. She can show self-confidence, has a somewhat temperamental nature, and doesn't always understand in what situations it's better to remain silent. Often likes to be indignant. Played by Julie Aronson. Izuma is very familiar with Sean's family. He helped Sean's father to prepare for competitions. Izuma is a good ninja and knows how to use massage and breathing to regenerate muscles. He's a man of great wisdom and support. The role is performed by Calvin Jung. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.